Good evening to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another drop list video, the series where I cover all the items that are releasing in a specific week for various different streetwear brands. And in today's video, I'm going to be covering everything that is dropping in week 2 of Supreme's Spring-Summer 2023 collection. Well guys, you know what time it is. It's time to cover that latest week of Supreme's latest season, and of course, well, I mean, yeah, it is quite obvious. We literally had week 1 last week and then we had a break and now we're back again. So yeah, we're covering week 2. But I thought that was something to mention there, is that we did have a break between week 1 and week 2, which in all honesty, I'm going to be quite happy about, because last Thursday I was absolutely just dead. And if I had to do a Supreme video, I probably would have barely made it through. But yeah, fantastic. It's a new week, new energy. Time to cover that second week. We'll be covering the collaborative pieces, as we do know there is a Nike collab releasing this week. We'll cover the seasonal pieces dropping in this week, the release details, and my thoughts and opinions on all the individual pieces and the week as a whole. Now, how we're going to cover all those details is like we always do, with a Supreme community page. We'll head on over there now and we'll start covering the release details for week 2. Alright, so here we are at the drop list page that we'll be using today, guys. It'll be linked down in that description section below if you guys want to vote on the items yourselves. We'll quickly cover these release details to do with week 2 though. So the items releasing in week 2 will be dropping on the 2nd of March 2023. That actually works out quite well. They'll have an online release 11 AM Eastern Standard Time for the US, 4 PM British Standard Time for the UK, and 5 PM Central European Standard Time for the EU. Now, unfortunately, they still miss out on the Japanese release date, but I'll cover it anyway. They get it on the Saturday, which if Thursday's the 2nd, Saturday will be the 4th. They get it on the 4th of March. They get it 11 AM Japanese Standard Time in store and online. If you guys have any further questions regarding, where it's dropping, when it's dropping, anything I can clear up at all, comment section below, or you can hit me up on Instagram, but I definitely think the comment section below is definitely the best way to go about it. But yeah, that is all the release details to do with week 2. That's when and where it's dropping. Now we've got to get into what is dropping in week 2, and we'll do that by covering the individual categories over here, these individual sections here. Luckily, one of my favorite sections of a Supreme weekly drop is up first. Let's go check out the jackets releasing in week 2, which we have 3 releasing this week. To start it off with, now you know me, I got a bit of a wacky taste in my outwear. The more outrageous, the more crazy materials, the just all that type, the more on board I am with the piece. Just the weirder and the wackier you get with the, the color choice, the material choice, the silhouette choice, I just get more keen on it. So when I see a croc faux fur overcoat, I'm on board. I just think it looks super sick. I can imagine myself wearing this over like my nice Uniqlo merino wool turtleneck, some nice pants, some nice leather boots. It would be a very nice winter outfit. Would I pay 400 USD for it? Look, if you offer me an XL, I reckon I would pay that amount for it. I'm actually quite happy with this one. Obviously, a lot of people aren't. There's only about to be 200 upvotes, but there's 307 downvotes. I'm going to go against the grain here. I like this piece. I think this piece is sick. It's getting a thumbs up from me. Now I'm going to go against the grain here and talk about the mesh jersey puffer jacket. So it's a puffer jacket with, sports jerseys, styling of, font, logos, all that stuff incorporated into it. So as we can see, a very sports jersey styled Supreme text on the chest. And I don't know if it is reversible. It doesn't kind of imply that it's reversible, so I think that's just its own color in the center there. There is also a color that has all these different jerseys cut out and slapped all over it, and then you just have another black color on the back there. Look, it takes a lot to sell me on a puffer jacket. I just don't like that silhouette. It looks big and bulky, and it's just not what I would wear in winter. You have to entertain me with a cool material choice or a cool design choice that I can get around, and just with this piece, it's not hitting any of the boxes for me. So Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with the 260 people and disagree with the almost 500 people here. I'm not feeling this for $350 US. It's just not speaking to me, but that's okay if it speaks to you. Moving on to our last piece, we have the canvas clip jacket. This is solid. This is a nice little piece. We've got a camo, red or black version. I actually like the red or the black version. Those two are my favorite. Canvas was a good material to choose from this. It reminds me, it's got a lot of fastenings and a lot of details that kind of remind me of like an old fireman's jacket, but done in obviously a very shorter silhouette. I think this is cool. 250 bucks. I can get around that. That's a nice piece. Either the black or the red. I think the black would be more versatile for me, but I got enough black jackets in my wardrobe. I could see the red working out quite well for me as well. But yeah, I like 2 out of 3 of the jackets releasing in this week. Actually, some really solid jacket offerings for the second week of the season. So we'll now move into the accessories and see what we're getting there. Well, the answer is not a lot. What we have is the Supreme MSR Camp Hammer, which, judging by the title, it sounds like a hammer for hammering in, you know, tent pegs and whatnot, and, you know, various outdoor uses instead of a more traditional hammer where you're just doing nails and things. So that's my interpretation of it. Why would I need a Supreme one? Well, probably for my Supreme North Face tent from like 10 seasons ago or whatever it was. Not that I actually have one, but that's the only time I could think that it would be applicable. Yeah, I just can't get around. I'm not paying 68 bucks for a Supreme camping hammer. I could think of many other things 68 bucks could buy, and that is not one. But yeah, that is the only accessory we're getting in week 2, guys. Bit of a small accessory offering. Let's see if the top slash sweaters is also a small offering or not. Okay, we got a couple. What we have to start off with is the chenille crest short sleeve top. I like the logo on it. It's kind of goofy, kind of playful. I could get around it out of the white or black. 88 bucks is a bit pricey for a tee, but I can understand why, because that chenille design is going to be quite expensive to make. But yeah, still a bit pricey on that one. I'd give it a thumbs up though. Nothing wrong with that. I'll click that one there. Next we have the, is it Celebre? Hooded long sleeve top. Initially I thought this was a sweatshirt, just because of the silhouette, but no, it is a long sleeve top. So it's not going to be as heavy as Supreme's traditional hoodies. It's going to be a lot more lightweight. It's going to be more like a t-shirt. I didn't mind the design too much in this. It is an all over print design, but because it's done tonal, I actually don't mind it. It's black on black, it's blue on blue, or it's cream on cream, and it's way more tasteful to do it that way, and I don't have any issues with it. But I don't need a long sleeve hooded top, and I don't need a hoodie like that, but I'll give it a thumbs up for like being an okay piece. Like that's all right. Next we got the printed washed sweater. So Supreme sweater features a very washed out color to it. You can see very washed out red here. I think that's the one that highlight the most, that looks the most washed out. I'm not really getting around this. I think there are better Supreme sweaters that have released over the years, and this definitely isn't the first one I can think of when I think of like the favorite sweaters that have released from Supreme. I'm gonna give that one a downvote. I'm not feeling it. Yeah, but yeah, that is all the top slash sweaters releasing in week 2, guys. Let me know how you feel. Let's dive in and have a look at the shoes. Oh, Supreme and Nike collaborating? Who saw that one coming? Well, obviously we do, because we covered on that Sneaker Talk video, which I gotta say was a very rushed video, but it was like 11 o'clock at night, and I was like, bro, I just want to hit the sack. I don't want to be up doing more videos, but I pushed through and did it for you guys, and yeah, I was quite happy to actually cover it in the end. But yeah, look, I'm gonna just reiterate the exact same points that I covered in that video. I'm fine with the white on white. The colorful black one is a bit eh. I wouldn't have the colored laces in them. I'd have the white on white on that one, but that's about it. The silhouette itself is fine. I like Supreme diving into that and trying out different silhouettes. Like, that's always fun. But yeah, definitely not rocking my world with this one. It's just okay. I'm amazed to see 2,000 downvotes. We haven't even seen like 1,000 votes on a single piece yet, but everyone came in on the Supreme Night Collab to let us know that it sucks. I don't mind it. It's okay. I give it like a pity, like, yeah, whatever. But yeah, obviously people feel very differently about that one. That's okay though. We've only got a couple more sections left for week 2. Let's check out the collared shirts, which is an interesting one. We have a two-tone corduroy zip-up shirt. So a lot of things going on with that one. I don't mind the colors to it. The black looks nice. The white looks nice. Don't know about the faded green. That kind of looks like a dumpster that's kind of sat out in the sun for too many decades, if you know what I mean. It just It's not a pleasant green looking at that one, but maybe that's just how I feel. Yeah, I think this is fine. 148 bucks, bit expensive, but the zip, that's going to add quite a few bucks. Buttons is always cheaper. Corduroy, it's going to be a bit more pricey, but yeah, whatever. If you like it, you like it. Who cares about the price, you know? Yeah, that is the only collared shirt though that we're getting in week 2. Let's go check out the pants. All right, so for the pants, we have 2 options. We have the full zip baggy warm-up sweatpants. Lots going on there. Kind of sounds like it's lined with something. Kind of sounds like it's got like a nylon exterior or polyester exterior. That's how I'm kind of envisioning it based off the title here. Comes in a lot of different colors. I'm just not a big like joggers, sweatpants, that type of guy with the silhouettes. Like there's just not a lot of outfits that I wear with that. I'm a denim man. Like I love my denim pants. I love chinos. I love that type of deal. Anything with belt loops, essentially, really, if I have to be honest with myself. Yeah, but something like this, it's fine for like loungewear and stuff like that, but I wouldn't like wear it in an outfit. So like it's fine, so I'll give it a thumbs up, but I couldn't see myself wearing something like that. Next we got the double knee painter pants. No faults there. I love seeing it in these more interesting colors like the red denim and stuff like that, and the camo. It's obviously meant to match the canvas jacket that we saw before, which I think would be a really cool outfit to see someone rocking like the bottom and the top matching part as well. Shame that we didn't get a blue version of the jacket though. But yeah, all in all, can't complain about that. That's awesome. Love to see it. Big thumbs up on that one. We've only got 2 more sections left to cover, guys. We've got the hats up next. Let's go check them out. Hats. So, starting it off with the stamped mesh back 5 panel. Look, I'm not a huge fan of Supreme 5 panels. I'll come out and say that. More specifically, the mesh back ones. I think actually just the mesh back ones. I think a normal 5 panel is fine. But this one, I actually think this is done quite well. The stamped way of applying the logo on the front of it, it's tonal, it's just single color. Like I can't complain about this. This is fine. 48 bucks, comes in various different colors. The only one to be kind of keen on is the black. No issue. Thumbs up on that one. I feel like this one's just getting overlooked, but this is actually a Supreme mesh back 5 panel that's been done well. Moving up, we have the $ patch 6 panel. Yeah, it's fine. It's alright. Little $ logo on the front, Supreme on the back. Comes in some unfortunate color offerings. I kind of would like some more color offerings like the camp cap that's up next, but it's still okay. I'd give it a thumbs up on that one. Next we got the Ventile camp cap. I'm assuming Ventile is a certain type of material there, and they've applied that to this camp cap. Looks fine. Comes in black, army green, blue, white, and red. Thumbs up for me on that one. That's a fine option there. And last but not least, we have the Motion logo beanie, the iconic copy of the Goodfellas logo at the start of the movie, but done with the Supreme logo instead. Iconic. It's been done many seasons throughout Supreme's time as a brand. Can't go wrong with it. 38 bucks, nothing to complain about. Simple coloring. Yeah, that's a thumbs up from me. Nice and easy. Yeah, the hat offerings for week 2 were actually quite nice. I've got no complaints with them. We got our final section, which is also one of my favorite sections, the sweatshirts. Let's go check out the sweatshirts and see how they shape up. Only 2 offerings. What we have is the AOI Butter or Bahada, I don't know, hooded sweatshirt. Little character here with Supreme written underneath it, coming in some solid color offerings. Yeah, no issues with it. That's fine. I don't mind this. Looks kind of fun. I like a little, hoodie with a little graphic on the center of the chest. I think that's a nice piece. Next, we got the Motion logo hooded sweatshirt, which, as I've kind of highlighted before with the beanie, we have seen this hoodie time and time again. That doesn't stop anyone from picking it up though. It's a classic hoodie. I'm fine with any variation of it, from whatever season. Like I'd pick up whatever one. This one here will just be in, the extra size offerings that they've been doing in different color offerings. I have no complaints with this this hoodie here, this Motion logo hoodie. I wouldn't mind it in like a black or a white because it's just like a very iconic Supreme hoodie to own that I actually don't own. So if anyone's got an extra large one or a 2XL one floating about, hit me up. It's an awesome hoodie. Yeah, I'll give that one a thumbs up. It's a nice little piece there. And that is week 2. Done and dusted, guys. We have covered it in its entirety, the seasonal and collaborative pieces, but I mean, that was the only collaborative piece, but we won't, you know, highlight that too much. I like the outwear, I like the hoodies, I like the caps. There are a lot of good offerings here in week 2. A pretty consistent week, all things considered. Would love to have the croc faux fur overcoat in my wardrobe. This hoodie would be nice. The motion hoodie would be nice as well. Yeah, nice pieces this week. I've got no complaints about this week. I think it's a pretty consistent week. Nothing too fantastic, but nothing absolutely god-awful either. Yeah, I'm liking this direction that Supreme's heading in so far with this season. We'll have to see how it goes moving into week 3, but I'd love to hear your guys' take on it. Maybe you think week 2 is absolutely awful, maybe you really hate a lot of the pieces, or maybe you really like a lot of the pieces. Let me know how you feel about week 2 down in that comment section below. Well guys, that's week 2. We covered the release details. It's releasing on the 2nd of March or the 4th if you live in Japan, in the respective time zones there. We covered the seasonal, collaborative pieces, my thoughts and opinions on all the pieces, and the week as a whole. So we're done and dusted. Now I want to have that conversation with you guys in the comment section below about what you're picking up from week 2. Do you want the motion stuff? Understandably, the motion logo is iconic. Do you want the Nike collab? I feel like that's probably not going to be a lot of you guys out there. Or maybe you just want that Supreme, you know, MSR camp hammer. Maybe you want to bang in some tent pegs with a Supreme hammer. Go for your life. I don't even know if that's actually the use for that camp hammer or what it's referring to, but I just assumed that was the case there. But yeah, let me know what you're going to be picking up in the size and color down in that comment section below. And of course, if you guys want me to keep covering upcoming Supreme weeks, collabs, all that good stuff, you got to give me the 3 indicators that I will always bug you about, which is a like on this video, a comment in that comment section down below, and that best indicator of all, of course, if you haven't already, a subscribe to the channel. As mentioned in previous uploads, we're trying to hit that subscriber milestone of 3595 before the end of March. We are so close. If you guys just tell 2 mates and then they tell 2 mates, or you share it on Facebook or something, I don't know. Or TikTok, I don't have TikTok, but maybe that. Hopefully we will hit 3595 before the end of the month. Well, that's everything I got to say about the 2nd week of the Spring-Summer 2023 season, guys. I wish you the best of luck if you are going for something from this week. Hopefully you can pick it up in the size and color you are after. But until the next Streetwear Talk video, until the next drop list video, until the next Supreme video in general, guys, I'll catch you later.